Hello, everybody, and welcome to my first video on this channel. I will be teaching y'all how to get to the ghost dimension because I can and I will. If my microphone dies mid-recording, I will put text on screen so you know what to do. So first, you're going to want to create a new world. Make sure it's creative and allow cheats is on. And I'm just going to name mine Ghost Dimension. And then you're going to want to create a new world, of course. And then you're going to want to find the end portal frame, which is in decoration blocks, and you're going to want to make an end portal as normal, right, in an open area. Not every seed is the same, but I imagine that most end platforms are in the same spot, so I'll have to fact check that by this seed. But you're going to want to make sure that when you enter the end, you're not boxed in, because this is a really bad seed, because you don't want to be boxed in. You're going to create a new world. I'm just going to call it a new world this time. And then you're of course going to want to do the same thing again if you had to create a new world. Just find a wide open area and put down an end portal frame. Oh my gosh. Now for this first time, you can enter it any way you want. I think this will work. So you're gonna want to, if you're spawning looking at the end island, you're gonna want to go to here to this back corner. The coordinate should be 103, 48, and 2. And then a good size that I found is you're going to want to use the /fill command to fill it. So you're going to want to go out somewhere over here. And of course, you're going to have whatever this coordinate is, it should be 103, 48, 2. Right there. But whatever it is, you're going to want to do /fill. Then whatever your coordinates are, in this case it's 103, 48, and 2. Then you're going to want to end that. And a good distance that I found for this is to go short distance away. And then you're going to want to, a good coordinates that I found that usually works is, so if you have these coordinates, you're going to want to go to 246, 48, and negative 146. And that will fill an area, and then you're gonna want to fill it with any block, like Minecraft and _stone. You're gonna want to do that, and then you're gonna want to let it fill. Okay, got that. And then what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to place any block. You can place any block, but it has to be right here, where you first got your Y coordinates. These coordinates right here, 103 and 2. One block away from that on the obsidian, you're going to want to place that. And then you're going to want to go back to the fill command. And then you're going to want to make it go to golden_rail. And then you have to have the 8 after it in order for it to be activated. And then, wait, no. And then you keep the same coordinates, but you increase the Y coordinates by 1. If it's not activated, just do it again, and it should be activated. And then you're going to want to /kill. Okay, you got that? I think, oh yeah, I forgot, you're gonna want to go into peaceful mode. And then you're gonna want to, you don't enter the portal from anywhere except the side. You enter it in the side. And then you should be stuck here. And then you press escape. And then you do /TP 500, not 50, 565, 500. And you should be taken here. Now, I don't know, I think it's F3 and G to open chunk borders. Now, every chunk from this flat point, you can place a block on, and it'll create a 16 by 16 block of that block. When you right-click a block without placing one, it will just delete the block. Same with, like, left-clicking, of course. But that's breaking. The right-click is just deleting, and it's a pretty cool dimension. Even, like, as you can see, water, lava, I do believe even fire can work. See, look, fire, oh, that's lava, that's water, and then we have fire. They all work. Most blocks that you place. Now, one thing I have found out is that you can't usually place blocks above blocks you've already placed, because that just doesn't work for some reason. But now you know how to make it to the ghost dimension, and for some reason these generate as well. These grass and dirt blocks, they just generate in midair. I do not know why, but now you know how to make it here. So, like and subscribe if this helped, and thanks for watching.